Alright, part 2 of phase 1. Is that banner up here?
In the RFP out as the charging station signs. These are under this covered section here. There are 4 of them. There's 2 over on that side, and 2 over on this side. These are never going to have to fight sunlight and are under a covered ceiling. These do not need to be as bright of a screen as the other screens. However, they do need to be a tighter pixel pitch. I believe I spec'd a 1.9 in the RFP for these 4 locations. There's 2 here, and then there's two in a mirrored view over there. Banner. Again, clever naming. And it's this piece right here. We will be removing these security cameras and relocating them. That's something that Javits internally will do, and you don't have to worry about that.
Huge giant banner correction from earlier.
Part of phase 1. This is actually a good point, a place to point out. We have listed in portions of phase 2 and phase 3 things that are called the concourse flags, which are what you're seeing here. We were going to do the entire face on both sides of these for the concourse flags. I gave the dimensions in the RFP. There are 5 of them that on this side that are mounted directly into the vertical, and there's another that is hanging via wire cable all the way to the end. There is also a 7th one that is down in the 1E concourse on the south side of the building. We want those to be double-sided screens, and it will replace the entire sign. Also, a part of phase 3 are called the concourse faces. That is this entire piece of concrete right here, 90 foot by 10 foot, or 10 and a half, I think. There are 6 of these as well. That's all. Those are part of phase 3. You want to do the entire face. Similar to what that banner is. The second to last piece of phase 1. This is probably, just as a side note, the first piece we want to install because this is a very crucial piece of signage. We want to cover this entire piece. I don't remember the dimension off the top of my head, but it is roughly 35.9 by 5'2". And again, these dimensions we don't need to cover the entire piece specifically to my dimension. We can fit it to whatever tile you choose to provide inside of your bid document. And then the final piece for phase 1 is actually going to be the 3rd floor up here, but we can see it down here. Vertical pile with the bottom starting just above where that Wi-Fi access point is. So on that vertical pile, that's going to help serve the 3rd floor atrium, which is just above us, and the entire escalator going all the way up to the 4th floor. So that's another prime location. Also from here, you can see another piece that is in a later phase. If you look out the window, you see the inner roadway flags, which need to be an exterior screen. We will be running, there are a number of them going down. The full numbers are in the spec, along with the dimensions. If Ken requires me to do a stamp drawing, then I'm going to do that.
What about chaining links and all those things?
We'll take care of it. Yep, we're going to take everything. In both phases 2 and 3, we have meeting room screens. So in that narrow hallway that we walk down on our way to the Crystal Palace, you'll see that there are places that were already preset for meeting room screens. That is in the RFP. Those want to be an LCD screen. They cannot stick out more than 4 inches to be ADA compliant because it is such a tight hallway. Those definitely don't need to be tile. Control is still being determined. It's most likely that we'll be using a Vitek Exterity system for those, and we will be providing the players as well as all the connections necessary. That's what we use for our current meeting room screens, and we're very happy with how it works.
In the RFP, it's stated like 43 to 55 inches.
Exactly.
Is there, do you want pricing on everything between 43 and 55, or,
Whatever you think is best.
Okay.
And so next question.
And again, all questions should come in writing to
Yeah.
Indira to pass on. I know we can answer some here, but I also don't want to make sure I miss a question.
Is there going to be a location of the IT rooms, things like that?
We will take care of that because the IT closets are spread throughout the building. So the runs aren't terribly long, but some of them are longer. We will make sure that we get on the table spec from the IT closets to where you
Oh, so you're going to do all that?
Yes, we're going to do all.
You're going to run all that wire?
Yep.
Oh,
We've already started.
and that's for the power too?
Yep, we're taking care of power. We have to do all the installation. And also all the wiring. We just need to know how many wires are going in. We're doing it.
Yeah, it's always neat to remember today. It's like
It was originally supposed to be a smartphone.
And the rest are the first level into phase 1. All of those we want them to be the same. They're really just place. We'll go out through an exteriority box, just like we do. We have a whole bunch of exteriority in the north building now. So keeping those players the same is probably going to be pretty important for us.
They're now Vitech.
Yeah.
Exteriority is now Vitech.
The same thing. They all.